So Cambridge went and announced a replacement for the 851 series. This is the new EX series, and I have some feelings. Now this is hot off the press, so I didn't have the time to memorize the specs so I can regurgitate them to you, and I have a hard time getting through specs anyway, so I brought my laptop here to help me out. Now there's two products here. There's the EXA Amplifier, and then there's the EXN100 Streamer. I don't know if there's any other products forthcoming within this range, but one has to imagine that there are, but these are the two that were announced that we're going to talk about right now. First off is the EXA100. Now this is a 100 watts per channel Class AB amplifier. It's got, I'm so excited about this part, HDMI eARC, Toslink, coaxial, and USB audio inputs, the balanced XLR inputs for the streamer, I assume, and then it's got an ESS ES901 8K2M Sabre 32 DAC. I believe, and this is what they said in their presentation, that this is the same DAC that's in the CXN100, but they've been able to optimize it to its greatest potential within these new components. It also has the Bluetooth aptX HD, so you can connect your Alva TT V2 turntable, which is, if you haven't ever connected a turntable over Bluetooth, like, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm still going to do that. Being a Cambridge fanboy, I love the way their products look, and Cambridge never really screws up design aesthetics, and these are no different. These are awesome looking. They have the same floating design as the CX series, but now they're just taller, like the old outgoing 851 series. And this time they have a full height black screen on them. I don't think the whole thing is a screen, but like that black panel no longer just sits dead center like it does on the, like right here on the CX. It's like all the way top and bottom. And it just looks like a higher end, more appealing version of the CXA series. Now they say the amp draws on trickle down technology from the Edge M monoblock power amplifier for their 100 watts of AB power. I feel like that's enough power. I don't know if they'll ever make a 200 watt powered amplifier. Their Edge, I believe, was only 100 watts as well, and I haven't heard much complaints about the power rating, so I figure that's enough. They also have a dedicated power amp mode, which makes this kind of an amplifier that now I totally want to get in-house, because like I have the Evo 150 integrated amplifier, streaming integrated amplifier, and I know that I'm eventually going to have to send that back. They haven't asked, so I'm not going to ask because I love it so much. But because it's a streaming integrated amplifier, it does all my music stuff in one box. But then I can also take front, left, and right out from my Marantz Cinema 70, put it into the Evo 150, and then have that power my front, left, and right, whatever speakers those may be when I am reviewing gear. And it just makes it so much easier to use because the Marantz is underpowered. And having 150 watts of power going into my front, left, or right, if they are giant towers, then it's perfect. And so this new amplifier, having that, is kind of amazing. Yeah, balanced XLRs are awesome. RCAs. Oh yeah, you also have 2 speaker zones that you can do. Subwoofer out. Let me actually pull up some images just really quick. Let me see. The volume knob is more similar to the Evo 150. Like, it has some nice texture on it. It's really minimal, but it also it's a very minimal looking amplifier, but they've just added really subtle textures along the way that I feel go a long way with elevating a product. It just looks so good. You get this Cambridge badge on it. It just looks so good. On the front, at the front panel, let me pull up these are detail shots. Let me pull up pack shots. There we go. JPEGs, Bing. So on the front, you have like analog A1 to 4, digital D1 to D4. You have the Bluetooth button. You have now a USB button, which is nice. Previously, like on the 81 Mark IIs, you have to just hit the Bluetooth or button twice to get like USB. It's not like a separate button. It's nice having a separate button. And then you have speaker AB selectors, and it's just one button. So you can toggle them, I believe. You also get an included remote with this amplifier. Now, curiously, you don't get a remote with the streamer. It's a separate purchase. But they said they presume that most people using a streamer just use their phone, which makes tons of sense. It's what I do. So on the back, you get 2 sets of speaker inputs. You get control bus, HDMI eARC, you get the Bluetooth antenna, you have a USB-B input, I believe that's what that is. Coaxial in, 2 optical ins, subwoofer out, pre-outs if you somehow need more power than this. Yeah, and then the analog inputs, you have like the 3 analog RCAs, and then there's a 4th, which you can use either that one or the balanced inputs. And then there's a switch below that says the A1 power amp switch, which I guess you toggle that on to get power amp mode, but I wonder if that exists on the remote as well, because that would suck to have to like hit a switch on the back of the unit to like switch power amp on or off. And then let's look at this remote. I don't see a power amp button. Ooh, okay. AB, XLR, no. Oh, that's going to be a curious question. So let's move on to the EXN100. I thought it was the same DAC. I'm wrong. It's a different DAC in the... So you get the ESS... Now I'm confused. So many names. Let me just quickly Google. What is in the CXN100? Hang on. You get CXN100. I need to see you. What do you have? Oh, so 9028 Q2M. Okay. So I got it wrong. The EXA100 has a different DAC, the 9018 K2M. The EXN100 gets the same DAC as in the CXN100. Okay. It's off by one digit, but whatever. You get HDMI eARC, USB, coaxial, Toslink, wireless, Chromecast, AirPlay 2, Bluetooth aptX HD, StreamMagic Gen 4. So you can stream directly from Spotify Connect, Tidal, Deezer, Qobuz, RuneReady, Internet Radio. I love Internet Radio. It's amazing. And compatible with Google Home, Apple AirPlay, and Rune multi-systems. I never do that because I live in a condo, but yay if you like that. You got a 1280 by 720 color screen with a choice of VU meters, album artwork, or clock display. You can tell I'm less interested in streamers. I'm just glossing this over. I'm sorry. I more so in this hobby of ours, I really like amplifiers and speakers. The speakers the most, amplifier second. Streamers is like way last. I mean, it would be over specific cables. Streamers are cool, but like I do so little with them just day to day outside of reviewing, and I try to not review streamers just because there's so much spec, and I'm a vinyl guy. I like the tactility of things, so it's a nice streamer. It looks spiffy. It looks higher end. The VU meters on your streamers are a really nice touch because I have it on the Evo 150 and I think that's awesome. I don't have any of the newer streamers. I have like the CXN V2 and that doesn't have VU meters. So, okay, they went into the specifics of like the DAC and StreamMagic and the generations of it, and it was really cool to be a part of that. But man, that new amplifier, it totally has my heart. Now, I'm curious about that power amp switch. I really hope there's a way to toggle that on and off with a remote. I think that would be awesome, or at least the StreamMagic app. And then crucially, I did ask in their presentation, are there tone controls on these things? Because I would like them. And they rather cryptically answered with, you never know what would happen in a future firmware update, which makes me think that maybe, I believe Audiolab did this as well, where their streamer had tone control functionality built in, so the the EVO 150 has tone controls in it on the Stream Magic app. So you've got to think that maybe a future update of the CXN100 or the EXN100. Oh my God, I'm going to totally get these names wrong. So you got to think that a future iteration of the EXN100's firmware will include tone control or even just a graphic EQ. I mean, that would be amazing. But just tone controls would do it. Yeah, hopefully. But anyway, that's that new release. I'm excited about it. I can't imagine that I would be one of the first ones to get this product. Like, I'm pretty low down on the food chain, but Cambridge has been pretty generous with the gear so far. So fingers crossed that at some point, one of these will come across my desk and I'll get to share it with you. Thanks for watching.